Yo. Welcome to another episode of the Dialogue of Game. We back up in here. Mr. Ripley, how you doing, good sir?
Hello, world. Now I'm just chilling, man. I'm glad that it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We are 1 week removed from this holiday being over. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's literally right around the corner. Hopefully you guys are safe, sound. You're somewhere chilling with your loved ones, your boo thing, your side. You know what? We ain't gonna go there. But
long as you safe.
as long as you're safe, man, make sure you make it home to the people that you love. And we're in here again with Dialogue of Gang. We're doing a new episode. Thanks for the guys that are watching, that's viewing in. Tag a friend, share, subscribe, join the page, the Dialogue of Gang page that we have on Facebook. We got things working in the mix. We just going about it gradually as we should, but we appreciate all the love that we get. Also, amazing show last night, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we
Kurt.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Can we talk about it?
Yes.
Sound like a Terry Campbell song. Can we? You know, we can't get monetized.
No,
We cannot get monetized, okay?
Okay. Could that be?
Oh, so, you know, just like
Mr. Rogers.
I was just about to say that. Like, this is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood all over again. I wonder who could be.
Except we ain't got trains.
Good evening,
But tell me,
everyone.
oh, I'm sorry.
I want to say good evening, everyone. It's your girl, Queasy Quee. Mrs. Harrison.
There you go.
There you go. Hope all is well with everyone here. I think we have a guest that's joining us.
They ain't a guest, he's the other host of this.
I'm sorry. I'm
Got my
sorry.
boy Corey up in this
Corey,
thing,
man.
man. Clean tonight, man.
All right, Corey.
Clean guy.
What's going on?
He's a clean guy today.
Brother. Thank you again for the compliment on
Corey,
the
you
show.
want to pull it up a chair, man? Grab
However you want to
your
do it.
mic.
Yes. Join us.
Please. By all means. We are all in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except for one. Shout out to Miss Vaughn. She couldn't be here today.
Yes.
She's under the weather. Godspeed. Hope you feel better.
Yes.
We're going to hold it down for you. And we're going to represent to the fullest, okay?
One love.
But I hope you're watching. Send them likes, send them hearts, send them
Cool.
claps, send them thumbs up. Do it all. Just do it all tonight. We're going to have fun tonight. I
Yeah.
promise you that.
Yes.
We're gonna have fun.
Hey, man. You all right?
Yeah,
It look like you're not here right now.
man, I'm just fresh out of damn comedy club.
How was it?
Hey, DC don't know the miss, man. Don't know me.
Hey. I like that.
Hey, man, right. Everything worked out just fine.
Yes, sir.
But like I said, hey, this is the second episode of the Dialogue of Game. I'm gonna bring something real interesting to y'all. Something, you know, we like to joke around and laugh, but we also like to touch on serious matters too.
Of course.
Okay.
And this is one of those. Mr. Ripley, he had brought this idea up, and it was perfect timing for it by going into the holiday season. He entitled it the
Holiday blues.
Holiday Blues.
Yes, sir.
Elaborate on that for us a little bit.
You know, man, we all go through something. No matter what time of the year it is, it could be winter, fall, spring, summer. I know I said that backwards, but especially during the holiday times, when it's the holiday times, you know, you can be getting out of a bad relationship. You could have lost a loved one, kids then went off to school and probably ain't coming back home. They're going to spend time with, you know, their significant other, or you might just lost your job, or you just got laid off. I mean, it's a lot that goes on to getting the holiday blues. It's not just one particular thing that gives it to you. It's a variable things that we all go through, and I think we all can relate to it on some degree. You know, it's brothers and sisters that's in prison. They have holiday blues. They want to be home for the holiday.
Of course.
They want to be home. There's people overseas. Thank you for your service, the military. Thank y'all guys for y'all service. And they want to be home, and they can't be home. So it's a lot of variables that we can touch on. But I just want to talk about the things that, you know, for the four of us that we've experienced throughout the time.
Right.
Right.
You know, have you ever had the holiday blues? And when did you recognize that you had it? How were you coping with it? And what was the end result after realizing you had the blues? What did you do to get better from it? Did you stay in the same position, or did you realize that I needed to change? This needs to change. I need to get myself out of this funk. Whatever it may be. So, as Queasy show said, let's talk about it.
Another plug.
That's right.
Let's talk about it, guys.
That's
All right. Let's jump this thing off. Ladies first.
Okay.
I was a guest on your show last night.
Ladies first.
So you
Ladies
let me
first.
talk first. So you on our show. So you start out.
Oh, my bad. Shout out Queen Latifah, man. Shout out Queen.
I would say for me, last year was very rough.
Okay.
You know, losing close loved ones. My oldest uncle, a brother-in-law. 4 days later, I lost my mother.
Right.
You know, I lost cousins and people that I know who lost their loved ones that I knew as well.
Right.
But I think for the biggest thing for me, to not only losing an uncle and brother-in-law, but I lost my mother.
Right.
So that was another a parent, and now neither one are here. And so I think for me, you know, I know with the holidays coming about, and that was your auntie favorite holiday was Christmas.
Right.
And it was different because I'm used to, you know, cooking and visiting or whatever the case may be. And I was like, I can't do that anymore. And it was different because I had to go visit her grave.
Right.
So it was different for me because it was like, man, I just went in the spirit.
Yeah.
And I had to ask the Lord to continue to give me the strength, you know, pray for myself, pray for my brother Job. Shout out to Job.
Shout out.
Yep.
And him and I decided to say, hey, you know, we got together and he suggested me to cook something that he knew that only I would know how to do it. He said,
Oh,
no,
really?
yeah.
What was that?
He wanted me to make pepper steak and rice. He was like, he haven't had it in a long time.
And you didn't share.
I'm sorry.
You about to say chicken.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
my
so-
favorite dish for
So
real.
you didn't. So with all of that, you didn't share.
I'm sorry, I did not share cousin.
You know what?
We'll have that conversation off.
I'm so hurt on the inside.
I know.
You can make
I'm
it
gonna
over
cry
with-
later in the car.
Yeah.
Because that's just wrong.
That was
You
wrong.
just wrong. You could send me a text, DM me. I thought we were about it. You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Who's gonna make us some good shit?
No, I would never in this lifetime.
Get you some of the business tomorrow.
Nah. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
But I'm sorry.
But
Please
nevertheless,
continue,
you know,
continue.
that was the things that I know. I just didn't want to be around nobody for real.
Okay.
With him. And he wanted to spend time with his baby sister. Because we all we got at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, most definitely, it was a different experience. And I was like, man, I had to shake it.
Right.
And I just was in my own little world. And for those who really knew, you know what I'm saying, I, you know, kept it together, but it, inside it was just like, wow. And can I say, do I feel like that this year? Yeah, to an extent. But it takes time, and it's not easy. And you remember the good times that you had with your loved ones.
Right.
And I just feel like now I know that, okay, it gets one day at a time for me. You know, some days be better than others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I just keep to myself. And I do, you know, talk to someone that can relate or understand. And now I can say that Joppa and I both, you know, when someone is going through it or having a moment or you're to yourself. And especially with this time of the year, it's rough because you're used to seeing them and visiting and all those things that you're used to doing and buying or something. And now you don't do that anymore.
Right.
And one thing I feel like I would miss is, as I said on my show yesterday, where she was the only one that would say, even though she'll say Merry Christmas, but when you call her and she'll say season greetings. And nobody can say it like her.
Season greetings?
Yeah. She don't say Merry Christmas now. But she gonna,
Season greetings.
yeah. Yeah, most definitely. But, you know, I asked the Lord to continue to get me through that time. Them holiday blues and Christmas songs bring back memories growing up, cooking, doing things, you know, getting ready for, you know, what you
Ready
can.
for your Christmas
She
shindigs.
Mm-hmm. You know.
You know, having folks probably
Stopping by.
going by, seeing folks.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know how it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat you some food.
Yeah, that too.
All that. Yeah.
Definitely trying to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta eat.
Gotta eat.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If you don't eat, something's wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
I think I might get better next year with.
I mean, it's one
Day?
day at a time. It ain't gonna happen overnight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it ain't gonna happen in a couple of months.
No, it's
It
Right.
ain't gonna happen in a couple of weeks.
Mhm.
You know, it's just it's a day-to-day process,
Yes, sir.
and you just get a little bit better as each day goes by.
Right.
Yeah, I know the feeling, and like, you know, like she had stated earlier, you know, my brother had passed away 4 days before her mom did.
Right.
So, you know, that was the end of September, so, you know, you had Thanksgiving around the corner, then, you know, Christmas was coming up. So, yeah, I can say Christmas, well, neither one of the holidays wasn't all that great, but
Yes.
for me, like, it really started 25 years ago, especially for Christmas for me. Because, you know, initially, remember I had told y'all guys I had wanted to do the show on the 22nd.
Right.
The reason I had chose that date was because that was going to be the 25-year anniversary since my grandmother's passing.
Okay.
She passed away 3 days before Christmas in 1998.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so her funeral was that Saturday, December 26th, the day after Christmas.
Okay.
You know, her viewing was on Christmas Day. So, really, since then, Christmas just kind of either been hit or miss with me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had good moments in Christmases since then, but, you know, just because that happened around that time, it's just never viewed Christmas the same
Right.
since then. But, and then, you know, fast forward to now, you know, now that my oldest brother is gone and mother-in-law and all that stuff happened around the same time. You just trying to adapt to these holidays. It's still fresh that you don't see them.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they've been, you know, keystones, a part of our lives
For so long.
For so long. And I don't think neither one of us thought Christmas of 2021 that was going to be there last
Right.
Christmas.
We always think we got a couple more Christmases,
Right,
a couple more
right.
Thanksgivings,
Yeah.
some more Easters,
Yeah.
some
Birthdays.
New Year's and birthdays, and
Mhm.
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, so, you know, it's still, like I said, this year is better
Mm-hmm.
than last year.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, for my mom, she actually, you know, decorated the house a little bit and Christmas stuff. She didn't do that at all last year, which, you know, was understandable.
Very understandable.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? So, you know, she seems to be in better spirits this year about it. Like I said, I am too. You know, I'm more so happy that she's in a better mood.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, yeah, granted, that was that was my brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, she still got me and my other brother, but that was her firstborn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We feel the pain, but she feel a different kind of pain
Right.
than us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's as a parent, you will always want your children to bury you before you have to bury your children.
Right. So that was just, you know, like I said, last year was tough. This year's a little bit better, but I know it's just one day at a time.
Okay.
That's all I can do, one day at a time.
One day at a time. What you got for me, Cora?
I ain't got too much for Christmas, man. That's Thanksgiving. That's not a holiday. I used to like Thanksgiving, but yeah, Thanksgiving not a holiday I really mess with too much no more, cause every time we have a death in the family, it seems like it's November. So 2013, lost a close person. In 2016, so yeah, Thanksgiving come around. Just treat that like
Like a regular day.
yeah, I mean, you get to eat, and you get to eat none of this year. But typically, man, Thanksgiving I don't want too much food with no more. It used to be about my favorite holiday, but yeah, after 2013, it ain't hit the same no more. So I don't really mess with that too much. So
Okay. I guess I'm the last at bat since y'all all loaded the base. Like, could y'all not load the bases with me? But but I guess for me, I share the same sentiments as y'all. I mean, with my grandma passing, and this is the 5th year that she's been gone. So any holiday for me is a difficult day.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to seeing her do her rounds, and she would make her rounds away to Adamsville. You know, she'll make her way, she'll come get a plate, she'll come eat and everything like that. But now it's just difficult to really kind of like get in the spirits of it, knowing she's not here. Like, just period. And then, you know, different circumstances, different things that go on with me personally, it just makes it, it's different. But it's not in a way to where it's diminishing me in a way to where I can't, you know, be active. I can't be mobile.
Right.
But it does give me a cause to pause to think about, dang, like, she gone. So it's an awareness of that, and it's sad. I can understand everybody's pain of being sad, and especially when it's so close to home.
Right.
When it's very close to home, man, I lost. You know, I've been the guy that's been like, nigga, I ain't got no money for no presents for my kids, and that all that kind of like comes in together. So you find ways to try to cope with it. I don't know what y'all guys' coping mechanism was. It could have went to, you know, isolating yourself from everybody because you just didn't know how to present it to everybody in a sense. So that right there, for me personally, that's what I did. Like, I isolated myself in a situation. Like, I ghost people in a heartbeat when I feel like I gotta figure it out. Being an Aquarius, you always think that you got to figure these things out, but in actuality, what you really need is the people that love and care for you to rally around you.
Agree.
To keep you balanced. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to bring you out of it. You got to bring yourself out of it.
Right.
With God's help. You got to weather this storm and walk through that valley and know that God's rod and staff compass you through it. But see, most time why this episode is called Holiday Blues, for me personally, is because we need to address something in the room. I don't think, like, you've addressed it. He's addressed it. She's addressed it. You have an awareness that there's something wrong. A lot of people walk around numb to the idea of it. So they find different ways to cope. They will go to drug abuse. They will go to alcohol abuse. They will lash out at the wrong people. And, you know, especially if you ain't got no money, that will make you want to go rob or steal, sell your body, murder somebody to get out of that phone. But in actuality, these are all the wrong things. It's just a coping mechanism that we process in our brains to be able to function. But we can't function like that. Like, for instance, I ask this. You ever been down so bad or so angry or so depressed about something and you find yourself trying to drink it away? Now, it'll give you a temporary happiness about it. Might give you a temporary pleasure. But what happens when the liquor wears off? What happens when the weed wears off? What happens with whatever you use and wears off? Or let's just say you want to sex it away. What happens after you bust that nut?
You back to square one.
You're back to feeling the way that you was feeling in the very beginning. It's just a temporary fix. It's a temporary fix, and a lot of us
don't even
realize it. But you guys, including myself, that's the first thing that before to realize that you have a problem, you have to address and recognize that there's a problem.
Right.
You realize that, hey man, last year wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. My brother's gone, my mom's gone, my family's gone, my grandmother's gone. We isolated ourselves in a sense.
Yes, we did.
And in actuality, our family members wouldn't have want that.
No.
Your brother don't. I can guarantee you money on this. Your brother would have been more fine with you burying him than he would ever have to bury you. It would have killed and destroyed him to have to bury his baby brother. Because you know why the rightful passage in life is he was supposed to go before you. She was supposed to go before you. Your family, whomever it is, if they were older than you, it was a rightful passage. That doesn't mean that we have to be like, oh yeah, let's throw a party about it. But at the same time, imagine if they're in our footsteps. We all know it's coming.
Yeah.
We just don't know when it's coming. We ain't got a time. It ain't like the milk in your refrigerator with an expiration date will tell you December 27th, this ain't no good no more. This got to go.
You know, the other way, man. I asked each one of y'all to tell you, man, I wouldn't want to know that date, man, because you would worry yourself that, damn, I got about a week left, man. I don't like y'all can't speak for y'all, but I don't
want to
You
know.
don't be looking at the calendar
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
damn, it's
Goddamn
almost
December the 27th, 2025. Damn, got about 2 more years.
Yeah,
Gotta make some shit.
But imagine some cancer patients that go through that.
Yeah.
They're like, hey man, you only got like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
You on borrowed time.
But even that, I mean, that's bad, but at least then, they telling them, you know what I'm saying, in general, you got about 6 months. You don't know it's going to be before. You don't know. If you got that specific date, you know what I'm saying, you can look at your phone like, oh, shit.
You like, well,
Don't let it be the day before. Like,
Oh,
dang.
shit.
like you gonna do this,
You gonna do
for
this.
my birthday? Hey, you know, hey, my birthday right here.
And then we go get it all in before, you know what I'm saying, damn.
We 10
tomorrow.
days away from my birthday. You gonna take me out for my birthday?
So now look at the
That's
clock like this. Damn, seconds.
But the end all of it is that what I'm trying to say is that hopefully that bring all of us a certain type of peace. Not saying that we'll go back to a normalcy, because what was normal to us ain't normal to us no more. We're accustomed to them being here.
Yeah, you start a new normal.
Yeah, it's a brand new normal.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
this
it.
is getting adjusted to the new normal is the thing.
Yeah. That's definitely a fact. It ain't gonna be normal. Because you got too many memories.
Yeah.
It's just too many fun memories you have on. You remember them beating you up,
Yeah.
coming to pick the fights. You mess with my little brother there, I'm gonna do something. I know you ain't touching my baby. Not my baby.
Reaching through a window, throwing a shout out, Pooh.
Even though that wasn't on Christmas, though.
But
I was
I'm,
doing something.
but I'm just saying though, you got many wonderful Christmas stories about your brother. You have many wonderful Christmas stories about your mom. I have many Christmas stories about my grandmother. You have many great Thanksgivings. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have these memories, so we got to kind of like hold on to those to get through what we getting through.
And I actually mentioned that to her, last night on her show. Like, that's what we have now. When we are creating those memories, we're not thinking that much about them at that time.
Right.
So those people who was a part of those memories that are no longer here, see, they're gone now, but you still have those memories. So the value of those memories skyrocket.
Oh, they are high value.
Yeah,
they are
they
priceless.
They,
Yes.
the minute that relative, whoever it was, departs this earth, that memory you created with them, value goes through the roof.
You know the crazy part about it is because it's that legacy they left.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you gotta look at it in that light too. Like
Yes.
your brother's legacy lives through you. So that's your mother, your family, and my grandma.
That's why he's up
So they're never, energy doesn't evaporate and dissipates. It doesn't disappear. It only transforms.
That's it.
It transfers.
That's it.
So the energy that Pooh had is still within you, your brothers, your mother, and the rest of the family. As for your family, as for your family, as for mine, they're not gone anywhere. Because this is one thing, and this is a funny thing about this. No matter how far you try to remove yourself from saying, I ain't gonna be like my mama, or I ain't gonna be like my brother, eventually you're gonna find yourself reenacting and doing certain things that they would do. So the impact they had on your lives,
So have I.
it will not leave you until the day you die. And whoever you pass it on to, they still have it. So their legacy never dies.
Right.
So they still here, they're just not here in the physical form.
Right.
They spirit gonna forever.
But their spirit has never left.
At all.
My grandmother showed up today as a ladybug. Because at her funeral, when we was carrying her to her burial site, when we put up there, just a gang of ladybugs. Literally, just a gang of them flew them out. My grandmother loved ladybugs, and ladybugs signify love.
Do
So,
you know, excuse me.
go ahead.
You know I seen one today. This evening, outside.
My grandma's a funny person. So my grandma, when it's hot and I'm out there working, she'll just pull up and a breeze will come out nowhere and I'll be like, man, who I need that? And then I look down, there's a ladybug. I'm like, Grandma, if you don't, thank you.
A ladybug is the only bug I won't kill. I swear, I don't. Like, they pop up, they might fly on me. I might just thump them off me or something, but I don't kill them.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I flick them.
Nah,
Yeah, but,
but
just take
I ain't
and
gonna
just
stop
thump
them.
them.
But-
flick them.
well, whoever is dealing with whatever they're
Everybody
dealing
else
with,
open game.
I got a few pointers I want to give to somebody that's dealing with that.
Yes.
Like dealing with the loss of a job. Cause man, that's hard, nigga, when you ain't got no job and it's around the holidays. Then you be broke, you got kids, you got family that want to do it. It's tough. Again, the loss of family. You just had a girlfriend, now you don't have a girlfriend. You had a boyfriend, now you don't have a boyfriend. You was engaged, now you're not engaged. It's tough around the holidays, man. It's tough.
Till you look at the price side, I just saved myself some money. That's
Well-
one less gift I ain't got.
Well, if they was there last Christmas, you got to deal with family members like, where's such and such?
That's what she is.
I liked her though. I liked him.
I got another
So-
one you want to call.
So here's
That don't necessarily work for me, man. We lose one and then we get an addition. And my niece turned 9 and then I got a nephew just turned 1. So lose one, then you get an addition. Lose one. So it's about equal present.
yeah.
Matter of fact, more so because they kids, you gotta get them more.
There you go. So here's some pointers I want to give out, guys. Let's see if they stick. Number one, the first thing if you have the holiday blues, the first thing you shouldn't do is isolate yourself. So I call this no ISO. Nigga, this ain't basketball. This ain't clear the space. We going one-on-one. No, surround yourself around people that love you. Don't push people away because if you keep doing that, you're going to push the wrong people away and you're going to end up being by yourself. You keep asking for it, that's what's going to happen. Don't distance yourself from people that's trying to help you, that wants to be there for you, that wants to console you. And just sit with you in silence. Sometimes just sitting in silence with somebody means a great deal.
Yeah.
Just sitting in silence. So don't ghost people. Don't put your phone on do not disturb. Answer your calls, answer your texts. Because there's people out here that care about you and care about your well-being. Even if it's your enemy, back in our day, enemy be like, I'm going to get you, nigga, but I'm still helping your mama take her groceries in the house. it's a certain level of respect. So that's what I wanted to share with the one point about no isolation. Do not isolate yourself, guys. That's the worst thing you do, because doubt, fear, depression, frustration, stress will all conquer your mind at one time. Because that loss or whatever it is going to console you so bad, it's going to turn you to drinking. It's going to turn you to this. It's going to turn you to that.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
But you just made that point there. I feel like that affected me, like, physically.
Yeah.
It happened to me, like, all at once. And the people that didn't know, like, around, I'd probably say November, like, before my mom's birthday.
Right.
Her birthday is on Veterans Day. And it was just so much. I feel like, mentally, like, I had, like, major breakout sinuses. It was like things just started coming out on me that I ain't never experienced or hadn't seen in a long time.
You was trying to be Kobe. You was trying to be Joy.
Them damn Novembers.
You just want to be you want to isolate yourself.
And it was hard because, okay, we had October. We buried her. She passed in October. Went to my brother-in-law service one Saturday. Had to get ready for her to follow. Boom, boom, boom. I felt like I just couldn't catch a break. Then it's like, dang, her birthday the following month. Like, it ain't even a good month after that. And I got to deal with this, and this is all of a sudden, I just felt like I just got sick. I was going back and forth to the doctor, allergy doctor. They said, oh, you got this going on, you got that going on. Eczema, acne, all the stuff. It's like, it was a combination. When I told my allergy doctor what I experienced, he said, everything came on you all at once. He said, it's a combination of everything, including stress.
Yeah.
So,
and in that time,
big time.
at that time, you needed to reach out instead of closing off.
Because if I didn't, I would have been in really
Right.
bad shape.
Then you would kind of pushed away from your husband, the people that love you, like, what's wrong? And you won't tell anybody anything.
Yeah,
It doesn't do you no good
there you go.
holding it to yourself.
No, it's not.
Leave me alone, bro.
It doesn't.
So,
For real.
so my second point of that I would love to give to people is actually think on these things that's bothering you. Like, think on why is it bothering you so bad? Like, why? You already have an understanding of what's going on, but why are you creating this self-doubt in your own mind? Like, why are you continuously trying to put yourself down? Just think on it. You know, we have this idea, and I want to give a lot of praise to somebody very important to me. They always show me two sides of the coin. It's two sides to a coin. We spend our time looking at one side of that coin, and that is the complete story, and that's what we're going to stick by and go by. But if you ever turned around and looked at the other side of that coin, you'll realize that there's a whole other side of that story. I can go get a quarter right now, and you can't tell me that it's going to be heads and heads. There's a heads and there's a tails. Both of them have their own story. Otherwise, the other side wouldn't be tails if it didn't have its own story. Why is it tails? And why is this heads? But we like to focus on one side of the coin. So that anger, the depression, we like to focus on that. But let's look at the bright side of it. We were just talking about the memories, those great memories, the Christmases, the Thanksgivings, the being my big brother and being mean to me. But then as I got older, you could drink. We got all these memories on the side of tails, but we're focusing on the head side of it because they're gone. So let's just start thinking on the value of things that they left with us. So let's just turn that coin over and appreciate that both of these things can be true. You know, two things can be true at the same time. They're being gone is true, but the impact, the memories, those good memories we hold near and dear to, those are true too.
Yes, they are.
So we gotta hold on to those. So let's continue to think on those things. The good memories, the fun times, the lessons that they instilled in us.
Yes.
The education, the information. the love, the admiration. When you did something stupid, they was honest and loyal to you enough to be brutally honest and say, nigga, you are being dumb right now. You got to hold on to these memories.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's stop focusing on one side of the freaking coin, because that one side of the coin will destroy you. Literally. We have to embrace both sides. We have to. Which leads me to my third point for everybody. Good vibes only, people.
That's it. Yes, sir.
I learned this in church.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have bad days. We deal with a lot of adversity. Me and you can get on this road now. We can get on this road right now. It's gonna be a dumb drive out there. He's gonna piss us off for driving stupid. Or somebody can cut us off. Or we in the store, somebody holding up the line. It's gonna be something. But the thing is, we have to understand too, we gotta stop speaking into existence that we're having bad days. Just admit that you're having an adversity day. But never say it's a bad day. You keep saying enough doubtful things about yourself, it's going to come to fruition. If you tell yourself, I'm never going to get out this funk, guess what's going to happen? You're never going to get out of it. If you say, I ain't never going to find no good job, guess what's going to happen? You ain't never going to find it. If you say love doesn't exist, for you, love is never going to exist. So let's generate this good energy. Let's generate it. Let's look at the good vibes. Put yourself in a good environment. Always. Let's put ourselves in that mind frame when we going through these holiday blues. Let's think about it. Nigga, watch the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Make sure I watch it every time. It's on.
Hey man, you know, watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Turn on This Christmas and watch Chris Brown sing at church. Okay. Nigga, do something. Find something that's gonna bring you good energy. Get some good energy. Get yourself around a circle of people that is gonna bring you nothing but good vibes. If everybody got something negative going on, you need to get yourself around from these negative people.
Period.
Which leads me to number 4. My number 4 point is, and I like to call this thug motivation. You got to inspire to want to be able to get better. You can't get better if you have nothing to strive for. You got to have an aspiration to want to get out of this funk. So that means that you got to actually do the work. God gonna give you the tools, but are you gonna actually utilize the tools to get yourself better? You can acknowledge that you have a problem, but what are you actually doing about it? So you give God your problem, but then turn around and say, okay, I got a problem, but I need you to fix it. God, like, I gave you every tool in the toolbox that you need to fix it. Why won't you fix it yourself?
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
So you gotta motivate yourself to want to be better during these times. Embrace being by yourself. Embrace the passing of your loved ones. Embrace that, I may have lost this job, but God willing, I'm going to have another Christmas to do this. And truly, Christmas is not about just giving people gifts. It's about bringing the family together and sharing these moments together.
Right.
Somebody sit up here and actually just expect, well, on Christmas I'm supposed to get a gift. No, nigga, I've been giving you Christmas all year. Remember that $20 I gave you? Merry Christmas. Remember that sandwich I got you, cuz? Merry Christmas, man. Cuz you wanted to drink? Merry Christmas. Been being married all year. And all of a sudden now on the 25th, if I'm not married this time, then apparently it ain't Christmas. Man, cut it out. And I want kids to understand that too. Nigga, you get Christmas every day, B.
It worked for us.
I got you. Yeah, another day, another Sunday. But just motivate yourself to be better. Motivate yourself, guys. Come on, man. Be motivated to,
there you go,
and really take on the challenge. Take it on.
Absolutely.
Don't run away from it, because I guarantee you, cash money on the dollar is this. You can try to run away from your problems. You can be Usain Bolt with your running away from your problems. But eventually, you're gonna run so far when you get up in the morning and you wash your face, if you niggas wash your face.
Disclaimer.
I guess so.
Disclaimer. Don't try that. Don't try that with women. Rip know damn well.
Please.
I ain't talking about y'all. I'm generalizing.
Man.
Eventually, you run. You get.
from the 25th.
Look, you can run from Birmingham. You can run from Birmingham to Tokyo. All of these places have mirrors. At some point, you can run so far away from your problems. You got to wake up one morning and go look in that mirror and realize you can run. I can run from Queasy. I can run from James. I can run from my kids. I can run from, but I can't run from myself.
It all boils down to that one statement. You can lie to everybody but your damn self.
Right. Because you got to look in the mirror. So you might as well take the challenge on firsthand. Don't let fear conquer over anything. A great analysis for motivation. A lot of people like to do that off of fear, but I get confused about why you fearing something. Because when you was a kid, nigga, you know how to walk. A baby, you know how to walk. You know how to crawl. But then you found to conquer the fear to be able to get up on them hind legs and take those baby steps. You failed, but you got right back on up and did it again. You overconquered that fear. Fast forward to when you about 15, 16 years old. None of you niggas knew how to drive.
To play devil's advocate, Rip, some fear can be good fear. That's the fear that black people exercise. Because black people know that. They don't do some stupid shit like take your ass into the lines, then white people, y'all better stop doing this.
Oh, well, see, I'm not talking about that fear. Now,
I hear what you're saying. I'm just
that is a good fear. First of all, they know we know the law.
Black people, black people running. We get to taking on off, find out what happened later.
Every black man is a paralegal at some point in his life. He knows the law. But the fear I'm talking about is literally that you sit up here and you start doubting yourself, saying, I can't do this. But you taught yourself how to drive. Nobody got behind the wheel of the car the first time and exactly knew what to do and how to drive. Or go in the kitchen and cook a grand meal. Nobody's ever done that. You had to learn some way. You had to conquer that fear and be able to drive, to be able to cook, to be a good husband, to be a good wife, to be a good brother. Nigga, we didn't get all these things right.
Speaking of cars, that made me think about it. I read Puerto Rico when I was 14.
See that? See? And how, was he upset about it?
He was at first.
Was Pooh in the car with you?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You gotta tell me about this. How that happened?
That takes a little steam though.
So this was during the time when Pooh lived in Muscle Shoals, but he came home this particular weekend.
Okay.
And my cousin B-Boy, he had a record shop in Ensley.
Okay.
So his routine every time he came home, he would stop by the house first, then he'll shoot by my cousin's record shop in Ensley. So also every time he come here, he'll take me, he'll pick me up and take me to wherever he going. So we went down there to my cousin's record shop.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, they was down there, drinking beers and stuff. And so I had a few Budweisers myself.
Oh my.
And so the thing is, him letting me drive his car was a normal thing. So it wasn't like it was the first time he had let me did it. I did it several times.
Okay.
So he let me drive back to the house. So we was a block away from the house. Damn. Like literally
a block away?
A block away.
Damn.
I made a right turn.
You did all the way right until a block away?
I intended to hit the brake to slow down when I was turning, but my foot slipped and hit the gas. And I hit a car van.
Who took the hit? Did your brother take the hit or you took the hit?
He took the hit.
Okay.
Shout out to Pooh, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to Pooh, man.
took the hit.
That's a real one, right?
Big brother
Take the
moment.
hit.
Yeah, he took the hit. Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, he took the hit. But the bright side about that, it was what 80, 85 Regal, US Regal he had. So, hey, so he ended up doing one of his homeboys had a 78 Malibu body.
Okay.
It needed a motor. He ended up his homeboy sold him the Malibu. He took the motor out of the Regal, put it in the Malibu, took his wheels off and put it on the Malibu. He liked the Malibu better than the Regal anyway.
Wow.
so
it all worked out.
So it worked out.
It all worked out.
So he wouldn't have
Well,
had that
ain't that
Malibu
so?
if I wouldn't have had the Regal.
Hey, see how God works. You see how God
Who had a
works.
good big brother moment there? Because some
Yeah.
people, hey, you got someone would have said, that damn Sherrod.
Anyway, like he was like, of course he was mad when it first happened, but then I was like, damn, I done fucked up my brother's car.
Well, he saw the fear in your
like,
eyes.
shit.
Did he beat you with his hat?
No, he didn't. He like, man, he had came to me. He like, man, don't worry about that. Cars come and cars go. He like, man, I done wrecked so many cars back in the day, so shit. You know.
Hey, I got a question though.
What's that?
Whatever became of that Paul van?
Man, that was an old ass van. That bitch was like made in the late 60s, early 70s. That bitch was pure steel. Nothing happened to it.
It didn't even put a dent in it.
No.
I miss those cars.
That van was perfectly fine.
I miss those cars. I ain't gonna hold you. I miss those cars.
Yeah, that van was perfectly fine.
They were built to last.
Yeah. the folks that it belonged to, it didn't run. It was just sitting in the front of the house.
Word.
On the curb. So,
Wow.
yeah, nothing happened to it.
Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Man. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that was one memory I had with bro. Like, yeah. And hell, once he got the Malibu, he let me drive that. Shit.
Don't you wreck this one.
Nah, I ain't wrecked that. I ain't wrecked that.
So, well, I'm at 4 or 5. I think I'm at 5.
As a matter of fact, I found out too that same day too. I won his first brother that wrecked the car. Dukes wrecked one of his cars back in the day too.
Shout out.
Oh, shout out to Deuce. Shout out to Deuce. Apparently, that was a rightful passage for y'all. Somebody got to wreck the car, and apparently, he had to wreck the car.
I guess he had to take the L's on the cars with his brothers.
So my next pointer would be relate and release. Be able to relate to what you're going through and be able to let it go. To acknowledge that you have a problem, but also understanding that it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it go. You ain't got to hold on to it. Yeah, she gone, but acknowledge that she gone, but move forward. Let it go. You shouldn't be sitting back 10, 15 years from now talking about, I can't believe that she gone. Nigga, she gone. That job gone. Your NBA career is over, nigga. It's gone. Your NFL career is over, cuz it's gone. You was the man in high school in football. Nigga, that's gone.
Damn, homie.
In high school, you got monetized. So we can they penalize you for that. But be able to relate and release, man. Be able to relate and release and let these things go. Be able to relate a message and be able to relate to what you're going through and be able to let it go.
Indeed.
So, and then the next pointer that I would give out is get your mind on. Your Maya Angelou. Find a way to talk about it. Speak about it. Voice your stress, your sadness.
Yeah.
I don't care if you talking to yourself in the mirror. Don't hold it inside of your chest. Let that out. If you got the bestest of bestest friends, just let them hear you out. They're going to give you a listening ear. Let it go. Mm-hmm. Get it off of you. At some point, you got to get it out.
That also plays into another episode that we got coming.
Yeah. We just gotta let it go.
Oh, yes.
So get your mind on. If you do music, write it through your music. If you sing, sing it out. If you play the video game, just get your mind on. Express yourself. It does not, men, big thing for men, because we suffer in silence every day.
Brooke, leave me alone, man.
It's okay. It is okay, guys, to be able to sit up here and express yourself when you're unhealthy.
No, it ain't, Brooke.
It
That's what I was just talking about,
it
man.
does not make you weak. It
No,
does
it
not
does
make you weak.
See, Quisa is one of the different ones. Now, you
What
got
that's supposed to mean?
you one of the good ones. Come on now. She one of the good ones. Now, you know good and well that's one of them double standards. Because you know what they going to tell you, sit your punk ass up.
Well, see, I wasn't talking about them. I'm talking about getting you somebody that you can confide in.
Yeah.
Not somebody that you can't confide in.
Yeah, you need your real one.
You need you a day one. I don't care if it's your homeboy. I don't trust niggas with information. Because niggas is just like females.
That's
They'll
what I
hold
was
it
referring
against you
to.
too.
I was referring to dude. You don't want to sit around with your homeboy talking about that type of shit.
Yeah, but you gotta find you somebody. Whether it's your brother, cousin, your daddy, uncle, whomever. Just get that off of you, man. It ain't gonna do you no good. It ain't gonna do no good. You holding on to it. Now your chest hurting and eating too many salty foods, and you don't know what you're doing now.
Then you getting folks asking for the treatment. I'm fucking somebody else.
You ain't get thrown out of one.
Now you're on Facebook sending out all these suicidal quotes and memes and people trying to figure out what's going on with you. Ain't nothing wrong. Yes, it is, man. Why would you put this up here, man? Why?
The ones you know with these.
Come on, man.
Putting it out there now.
Don't do that
They
on
do.
social media because you know they're going to tell you to do it.
Right. And then you get, there's a lot of people that smile, but they're really dealing with a lot of pain. There's a lot of cracked smiles, man. I call them cracked smiles. They're not genuine smiles. They just putting on that smile so you can leave them the hell alone. But they really suffering through something. And for those people, I'm telling you, man, get that up off you. Do not talk to somebody that you can trust in. Even if you can't trust in this person, just getting it off of you, you're letting it go. I'm not saying that you're going, I feel better, than the next morning you all peachy. No, you're not. You're still going to be hurt and dealing with it, but the more that you remove it from you, the better that you're going to feel. It might take a year, it might take 10 years, but at least you're working towards getting it off of you. Don't just let it sit dormant. Now you Scrooge and you trying to figure out, like, nigga, why did I get to this point?
Good point.
Very good point.
Valid.
And the last one that I give, I can't see Corey, this guy.
I'm glad.
This guy. So the last pointer that I have to give is Corey. It's TLC. Self-care.
Chili? Oh,
Just what I was
Wrong
talking about.
TLC.
oh, my bad.
Just look here. We're not talking about T-bars. We're not talking about, what.
We'll have
So
that
what
conversation.
Yeah. We're not talking about red light special. Don't go chasing
Chili
waterfalls.
Ace and Whale, by the way.
No scrubs. I ain't too proud to beg. We're not talking about them.
My bad, man. I got the wrong TLC.
You said
Damn.
I hate you so much right now. No, I'm just playing. No, TLC, man. In other words, aka self-care. Take care of yourself, people. You only get one shot at this time.
Just what I was talking about yesterday.
You get one shot at this time. You gonna spend all of your life being miserable, or you actually gonna find some happiness. There's nothing wrong with taking yourself out on a date by yourself. You gotta love yourself first before somebody can actually love you.
In the words of T.O., I love me some me.
You got to love you in order for somebody else to love you. You don't expect somebody to love you, and when you don't love yourself, oh, I get it. They supposed to come in and complete you. How can somebody complete you when they can't complete themselves? They have imperfections. They're incompleted. You're incompleted. way possible for that to happen. There's no way. So we have to all start working on ourselves. We have to work on us.
I agree.
Amen. I agree.
You can't expect somebody to come in and fix your mess. More than likely, they don't know what's wrong with you.
Right.
And the saying that we all say, man, everybody dealing with something. That means we can all be dealing with 4 different things. So let's take care of ourselves. Take some self-care. Take yourself out on a date. Go out and eat somewhere.
All right. Fellas, this has been a wonderful, wonderful topic. I think it was something that needed to be talked about. We're gonna wrap this one on up. Closing thoughts. Anybody shout outs, anything y'all
Shout
want?
out to the 5th person in the room, man. He behind the camera. Shout out to
yeah.
you.
Yeah, thank you for being in attendance.
For one time.
Brother Jamie.
Got a break from that school. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When it get warm, we're gonna have barbecue over here, man.
Bop. He's gonna put some guts in the bowl.
Yeah.
Never.
Yes,
You
sir.
gonna do it, girl.
Never.
See, you said if you buy it, I'll cook it.
She did say that.
You
now,
said
y'all.
that
She
now.
said that.
But not though.
That's documented though.
No.
Yeah, it's documented.
That's documented. But
Let's
you
talk-
should have never said it.
Let's talk
You
about the
should have never
audience.
said
Let's
it.
talk about the audience whole accountable now. She said that. She
But
said it.
except for chicken.
Oh, don't worry.
No,
We
don't
gonna
put
get
an
that.
exception
We
in
got
there.
receipts.
Yeah.
There are
Y'all
receipts.
might have receipts, but
That's receipts.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so now you reneged.
I'm not doing
You're a
those.
nigga.
I'm not doing
She
those.
renegering. She
I'm
renegering.
not doing that.
Yes.
Hey,
But for real
you
though.
know,
Put some hot sauce on my
Hey,
chicken, baby.
hey, shout out to everybody, who got on board. I know this was something new. I knew it was something sudden, but we all came together. We got this put together. Hey, the mission ain't changed. It's just a new name, some familiar faces though. We still gonna bring y'all that game. We just bringing the dialogue with it. We appreciate everybody who tuned in, who subscribed to the page.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
that,
sir.
man. We appreciate y'all. Hey, we got more stuff to come. Y'all gonna see us a lot. Y'all gonna hear us a lot.
There you go.
2024. Oh, some
Oh,
big
it's on.
things happening.
Let's get it.
It's on the
Believe
pop.
that.
Yes, sir.
Believe that.
So, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Yeah.
and we'll see you guys in 24. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
What about them Canes, Corey?
Man,
And we out.
We out.
Yeah.